It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Switzer on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there right off the bat. Give him 52 yards on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. Levante David in on the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
59, ready. Back 25.
Now a draw play for Gurley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Gurley again here on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Sue on the stop.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
22.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
A gain of 10.
But the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. That's caught by Howard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Complete.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
It's a gain of 10.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 7 yards, the pick up there.
To Chris Godwin.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
6 yards, the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Quick pass out to Miller. Past the 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
At the 8-yard line.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way. Well, this defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's McCoy. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Suckup now set to kick it off following the made field goal. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
At the Buccaneers' 48-yard line.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 42. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
First down.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They go play action now. Ryan escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Play action. It's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Hey, Tuesday. Check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Neal brought him down.
So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Fournette, a first down carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by Dion.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The play. 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Russell Gage. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, Ryan. A slant to Jones. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Tackle made.
Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Steps away to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's not like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brady. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The kick is good.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Brady's pass.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. LaShawn McCoy as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Buccaneers 20, Falcons nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. From the 24, Ryan. Being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
On the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 19.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
To Leonard Fournette.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He's got Evans. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tampa Bay.
To throw is Brady. Quick hitch, complete. It's McCoy. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. LaShawn McCoy with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Buccaneers 27, Falcons nothing. Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 11 yards there, 1st down. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And some room to work. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
Number 13, Mike Evans.
Mike Evans, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Is good.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will extend this big lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. On 3rd down, Ryan. And my goodness, another interception.
Pass. Intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
6-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Kendall Sheffield on the tackle.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down and 4, Brady. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Falcons.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. He can run for it, and he will. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41. Falcons, nothing. Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled.
Game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Suckup for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Buccaneers 48, Falcons nothing. Ryan.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. From the gun, Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The left side completion to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
At the 42-yard line.
On first down, it's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. They go play action with Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 12. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. From midfield, here's Brady. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Their confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bucs off. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, rush coming, and he's taken down.
Matt Ryan sacked.
Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Play action. Ryan. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
37 more yards.
A very solid gain of 27.
First down.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Score Buccaneers 54.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Let's go on. No, 66. Hey, 66.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He'll let one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And this offense is running away with this one. Extra point try now for Succop. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Buccaneers 61. Falcons.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own
the Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
By Mike Edwards. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. He's going to let it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st. From the shotgun, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Ready, blue ready. Ready. I'm scared. Check 52. Shit.
Ryan keeps it on the sneak. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I
to
was
do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
To LaShawn McCoy.
It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 45 to Mike. Check.
Brady going to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Brady. And it's incomplete. We're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Score Buccaneers 61.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.